Hello, Joe here from Infiniti of Tacoma. Today I'm going to tell you about this lovely 2019 Infiniti QX50 that we have for sale. 2019 is a great year for the QX50 because it got a complete ground-up redesign, new platform, larger, more spacious, more fuel efficient. It's got a brand new variable compression turbocharged engine, really cool technology. This particular one we just actually took it on trade. It really has low miles, only 3,214 miles. They hardly drove it. And they traded in for another brand new Infiniti. I think they just got one with a little bit more equipment on it. This is kind of a more basic trim level on the QX50. We have the original build sheet on it. This is the pure all-wheel drive. Original MSRP was $39,530. Very fuel efficient. You can see the EPA city rating, 24, 30 highway, average 26. It's one of the most fuel efficient vehicles in its class thanks to its groundbreaking variable compression engine, which I'll tell you about shortly. Nice leather interior, beautiful color combination, and blue on graphite. Electronic parking brake. You have your drive mode selector here. That'll make changes to steering, the way the transmission shifts, things like that. Keyless ignition with push button start. The QX50 now has a Cvt transmission. Before, the old QX50 had a 7-speed automatic transmission. Cvt is a little bit better for fuel efficiency, so it has pretty much an unlimited amount of gear ratios. It can create simulated gear ratios for performance driving. You also have power steering wheel paddle shifters. It can, I think it simulates up to 8 gear ratios. We have a dual display system, another first for the QX50. For 2019 it got a brand new dual display system. The top screen is for the parking camera, clock. The bottom screen is a tablet-like interface for vehicle settings and apps. You can also access the drive mode selector here. You can kind of personalize it, drill down a little bit deeper on this menu. Active trace control will brake individual wheels to help it rotate a little bit better through the corners. You can shut that system on or off. Active engine braking will give you a little bit more aggressive engine braking. So basically what engine braking is when you take your foot off the gas, the drag of the engine and the drivetrain will slow down the vehicle. This will make it a little bit more aggressive, so that might save a little bit more on your brake life since you're using your brakes less. You're using less of your brakes with the active engine braking. Dual zone auto climate control, nice black piano finish. You have synthetic leather and stitching on the dashboard and on the doors. Nice leather wrap steering wheel. And as I mentioned before, very low miles, only 3,214 miles. The QX50 is available in either front-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive. The older QX50 is based on a rear-wheel drive platform, so before it was either rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. Front-wheel drive allows a little bit more space. That's why they switched to a front-wheel drive platform, because on a rear-wheel drive based platform, you have to have the transmission behind the engine, so that takes up more interior space. But on a front-wheel drive vehicle, you can put the transmission next to the engine, so that creates more interior space. Nice, comfortable interior, even though it is a compact classification. Just pause that phone call for a second. It does feel very nice and spacious on the inside. Even someone like me who's 6'2", I have plenty of legroom and headroom back here. I can, the seats also slide back and forth. They also recline. Beautiful curvaceous body, lots of nice creases and lines and curves on the QX50. Power rear liftgate. Another first. 2019 is the first year a power liftgate was available, which to me doesn't seem like a big deal, but we've had customers that are kind of on the shorter end of things, and sometimes it can be hard to reach up and grab that liftgate to pull it down if you are on the shorter side of things. A little bit extra storage down there. You can fold down the seats. They fold pretty much flat, just as long as the headrest or the front seat's not in the way. Oh, forgot to use the power liftgate. There we go. Really love this color. I think I'll get lots of looks and compliments with this beautiful color combo. Obviously it's been serviced and checked by Infiniti certified techs, but not too much to do. Maybe I don't even know if it's close to even its first oil change of only 3,000 miles. Maybe time-wise it is. Nice HID lights. You have a daytime running strip. You have a nice clamshell design on the hood to keep the body curves and creases nice and uniform and clean. I also like the nice contours they have on the hood. Really is a beautiful looking vehicle. And the most exciting part of the QX50 is the variable compression turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. Infiniti has been working on this engine for about 25 years. Finally, they got to the point where they felt it was good enough for production, and it's been a fantastic engine. And the reason why it's a variable compression engine is it can mechanically change the compression ratio pretty much on the fly, almost instantly, depending on the driving situation. It can be a 14-to-1 compression ratio, which maximizes fuel efficiency, but it can quickly change the compression ratio. I believe it's 8-to-1 or 9-to-1, and that compression ratio will maximize horsepower. So it makes 268 horsepower, 280 pound-feet of torque. It actually makes more torque than the V6 it replaces, and it's also more fuel efficient than the engine it replaces. So the whole idea is it gives you 4-cylinder like gas mileage with V6 like performance. Thanks so much for taking the time today to watch this video. Hopefully we see you soon, and have a wonderful day.